A little bit of Grūdėta. I've already had this before, but it's my current favorite store-bought Grūdėta. It's very delicious. It's so good. I really like Grūdėta. Whenever we go to a restaurant, I love trying it. If they've made it, like homemade. So delicious. Right. Today I'm going to try a couple of different Lithuanian snacks. I asked you guys on Instagram and on YouTube what some of your favorite snacks are. Thanks to a lot of the earlier videos of life here in Lithuania. I have a ton of new Lithuanian followers, so welcome. And you all recommended some delicious sounding snacks. I have tried quite a few things. The bread chips are absolutely delicious. I've had a lot of the dark bread, so yum, and I've had these sort of like wafer biscuits. I'm not sure exactly what they're called, but I'll put a little picture here. They are also delicious, but I wanted to try some candy, some things that, I don't know, are quite common to grow up with. I think those are the sort of things that you have nostalgia for home. I have stuff back in the US that, you know, when I eat it, it reminds me of being a kid again, and I think that's a fun way to get to know a country and also know what it is that you guys have eaten and like to try. So that's what we're going to do today, as well as answer some of your questions. I've been getting a lot of the same sort of questions from new followers and then people who are missing some of the Mexico content as well, so I thought I would address those, and let's get snacking. We will go from savory to sweet. This one I found on the same aisle as the Grūdėta. It's basically fish jerky. And I read that this was something that you guys have with beers and stuff at bars, in addition to like smoked meats. But obviously I've tried smoked meats before. I haven't had smoked fish jerky before. I'll show you what it looks like. I'm a little nervous. I have had dried fish before and I like it. But, ooh, that's got a strong scent. The texture is like pig skin, but the taste is very much fish. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'm not gonna have another one. There's a lot of chewing. Okay, let's get on to our first question. Mexican Minimalism asks, what camera equipment do I use for my videos? What editing software do I use? He's noticed that my videos have improved in quality a lot. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you think so. So right now, I'm filming on a Nikon D3300. It's my photography camera. I use the kit lens to film on because I've used other lenses for this sort of setup with the tripod, and it doesn't make much of a difference. But I would say 95% of the videos that I have on my channel, all of the vlogging, all of the travel videos, since January have been filmed on my iPhone 12 Pro. The camera is so incredible. The photos that I can take with it are okay. They're probably on par with this camera, but the video quality is insane. The stabilization, the movement, the color that it picks up. I do very little editing of the actual video coloring and all that sort of stuff, stabilization in post-production, because it's just so great. So yeah, that's what I use for most of my vlogging. I also use a program called Wondershare Filmora. It was recommended to me by a fellow YouTuber, and it's much more affordable than the other bigger programs like Premiere Pro or Final Cut. It's super easy to use. You pay a one-off $60 fee and you get all of the updates whenever they make changes to it. It's open source and it's really good, so yeah, that's what I've been using. The next snack is something that lots of people recommended. I don't know if they meant it as a joke or not, but I did look it up and apparently it's a thing. So we have a few slices of cucumber and some honey. And I'm gonna honey on the cucumber. Just gonna dip it. Don't tell Luke. That seemed like a lot of honey for the ratio. That's delicious. I love cucumbers. I love honey. Nice because it's so crunchy. I usually put honey on like toast. So it's a nice, probably healthier alternative. It's very delicious. I've been dying to try these. They are the like chocolate mushrooms. And I know a lot of people recommended that I go to a bakery and I get the baked ones. I know, and I will eventually, but there's not really much of a bakery happening here. And I wanted to buy it all in one place. So this is what they look like. They literally are like little biscuits with chocolate that look like a mushroom. Ooh, they smell so... I love this kind of like biscuity chocolate. Oh. What's that remind me of? It's like a Teddy Graham. I don't know if anyone knows what that is, but it's almost like a, I don't know, the biscuit's really good. The chocolate is delicious. The chocolate is really delicious. So creamy. That's delicious. Okay, next question. Bad Art asked, when you lived in the US, long before you began your quest for living abroad, what were your personal interests / hobbies, and what was your profession? I don't know how old you think I am, but there wasn't long before I started this life abroad. So I moved abroad in 2010 and I was 22. So before I left the US, I was studying at university. I was studying at college, and my hobbies were, I don't know, I played college lacrosse, I hung out with my friends, I went to bars, and then I studied abroad. I did like an Erasmus sort of program, and that's where I met Luke. That's where we decided that we would do like a gap year, and from there it turned into living in lots of different countries. So I didn't have a profession before I moved abroad because I was just a student. I didn't really start my writing career until several years into living abroad, and yeah, this has been most of my adult life, and it's been delicious. Right, I'm really intrigued to try this. Grūdėta Varškė. Is that okay? My understanding is that varškė is cheese curd, and it comes in almost like a little yogurt pot. I love cheese curd. Is it gonna taste like cottage cheese? It looks like cottage cheese. It doesn't look like that particularly. Let me show you what this looks like. It is like a cottage cheese, isn't it? Let's give it a try. I'm gonna have just this small. Is this something that you have with other things? Oh my god, that's so good. Is this just a snack? Do you eat it like this? Or do you put it with things? That's so creamy. You guys, that's so good. Oh my gosh, I would eat that whole thing in just one sitting. It made a mess. I want to eat this like for the rest of the day. That's so good. That is staying in the fridge with me. Let's ask one more question. Judy asks, do you work a remote job? And how often do you visit your family and friends in the USA? Yes, I work remotely. I run a travel website, a travel blog called Eternal Expat, same as the name of this channel. And I started that blog about 5 years ago, just before I moved to Mexico. Although I'd been living abroad for several years before that, I was writing for other publications, and I wasn't exactly writing full-time. I was working mostly other full-time jobs in marketing, in retail. And then when we moved to Mexico, I decided that was really going to be my chance to hit the ground running with freelance writing. I started my blog as a portfolio for writing, and it turned into its own entity. So now that is my main source of income. That is my main outlet. I started this YouTube channel alongside it, but I didn't have the passion for it like I did to write. But in the last 18 months with COVID, it's been such a beautiful way to connect with people, to make more of a community, and to meet lots of really cool people, and it's sort of blossomed from there. So I run those two things side by side. I have several guidebooks, which I sell on Amazon or through my website. And yeah, I do speaking events. I help consult with other people who want to turn their blogs into businesses. I have a course for people who want to turn their blogs into businesses. So yeah, lots and lots of different legs or arms of Eternal Expat. Okay. Sūrelis. These are delicious. They are, I haven't tried this one in particular. A lot of people recommend this one. I think it has poppy seeds in it. And I'm just gonna have a little bite, but they're chocolate coated on the outside. They have cheese curd on the inside. And let's taste. Oh my goodness. Luke said it perfectly the other day, and I haven't been able to get out of my head about these. They're like cheesecakes. They're like mini cheesecakes. I like the crunch of the little poppy seeds, but they're not poppy seeds, are they? They're just little balls of chocolate. Yum. The only problem is my hands smell like fish, so it's a little off-putting. Okay, next question. Gigi asks, why did you choose Lithuania as your current location? Aren't you afraid of Lithuanian winters? And I'm going to pair that with the other question, which is one that several people asked and have been asking in comments, why we picked Utena in particular, rather than other cities, and whether or not we plan to live somewhere else. We didn't pick Utena, as it were. Luke got a job. He applied for an opportunity here, and he got the job, and we didn't even know where Utena was. We just came because it was a great opportunity for him. Obviously, I can work from anywhere, and it seemed exciting to go somewhere totally different, somewhere that we knew nothing about. It's what we did in Mexico. It's what we did in South Korea, and it worked out for those places, so it's working out well so far here too. Am I afraid of the winter? Not particularly. I grew up with winters. I grew up in New York, and okay, I know everybody has said, and I think this is also the other thing. I feel like everybody has said it's gonna be so cold, you're gonna be freezing, but I was freezing sometimes in Mexico. I was freezing sometimes in New York. I've been freezing in Copenhagen. I've been freezing in the UK. It's really about being prepared clothing-wise. I'm really looking forward to that feeling that you get in the wintertime when you've been outside for a long period of time. You come back in and you warm up again after you thaw out a little bit. You know that feeling? It's pretty great. I'm looking forward to snow. I'm looking forward to the seasons changing. I'm looking forward to autumn and spring and the appreciation you get for a sunny day, because it doesn't happen every day. And yeah, I'm not dreading it. I'm not like worried about it. I think it's going to be fun, and I'm looking forward to showing you guys exactly how it all pans out for us. Okay, so the last are these little candies. Everybody recommended them. They're called Pergalė. The dot means longing. Okay. Nomeda, Saule. This is Vilnius, and this one is so difficult. Kregždutė. A pergalė, from my understanding, is that something that's covered in chocolate. So I think they all have different fillings. I'm looking forward to it. This one in particular is the one that everybody recommended that we try, that I try. So yeah, let's see. Been eyeing me all day with how colorful it is. It looks like a chocolate bar. Ooh. Okay. It's a wafer on the top and a wafer on the bottom. And then like a jam. Like a... What fruit is that? Like a jelly in the middle and then nuts. So good. Okay, let's try the Vilnius. Oh, it's so pretty. It has the cathedral on the wrapper. Look at that. Ooh. Ooh, that's like a mousse. Mmm. It's yummy. Mmm. What's not to like? It's a chocolate mousse. It's delicious. Kregždutė. Kregždutė. I'm really sorry. I'm trying my best. Ooh, this looks like a darker chocolate. Yeah. Mmm. Ooh. Ooh, that's good. It's fruity, I think. It's like a firm, I really don't know how to describe that. Like pressed fruit, maybe? Mmm. Ooh, that one's really good. Oh, that's so yummy. Okay, let's ask one more question, and then we'll have the last chocolate. Perhaps the #1 most asked question. Do I miss Mexico? Or am I going back to Mexico to live? And then what do I miss about Mexico? Of course I miss Mexico. It's a wonderful place. I miss everywhere that I've lived. Like, for me, I have so much going on here with work and with building my channel now, with Lithuania, with traveling here, with getting used to just living in a new country, with learning a new language, with trying to keep up with the other language that I am really not fully happy with where I'm at with, that I don't really think about it. And I'm sure that's probably not what people want to hear, but the truth is, I don't have time to miss it because I'm so enjoying the adventure of living in a new country. Will I ever live in Mexico again? Who knows? Not in the near future. I love Mexico. I think it's a great place to live. Luke and I have always talked about it as it being our sort of retirement spot, the place that we can go back to in between countries. It's our home. It's our shared home now. Like, it's a place that we have that isn't the US, that isn't the UK, that we feel really at home. So yeah, I'm sure at some point we'll be back just to visit. We're already talking about next year, and obviously a huge part of my business is Mexico, and so I will be back there regularly. And that's why I'm not worried, or why I don't really miss it, because it's there for me, and it's something that I'm so grateful for, and I'll be back there. What do I miss? I miss tacos. Of course I miss tacos. It's amazing. I miss a little bit of the spice. I miss, having access to hot sauces wherever you are at a restaurant or at the supermarket and stuff. So yeah, I think about the food a lot, but obviously I have so much here to enjoy. One last candy and one last question. Ooh. It's almost like dissolving in my mouth. This is like a combination of a few of them. It has the mousse, like the Vilnius, but it also obviously has some wafer, really finely mixed in. So when you chew it, it's crunchy. I like that one. When you chew it, it's crunchy, and that's what's making it sort of dissolve. I really like this one though. The Nomeda. Well, Nomeda. Wow. I've saved what I think is the most interesting question for last. Art is not for sale, is his handle. He asked, if I had to choose another career where I couldn't travel, what would I do? Interesting. I think I'd probably, it's so hard. I love a lot of things. I have a lot of hobbies, a lot of interests. And one of those interests is fitness of sorts, yoga in particular, but also how nutrition ties into exercise and performance. I think it's really interesting. All the different ways in which athletes fuel their bodies. High performance athletics in general really interests me. So something in that field, I guess, probably something leaning towards working in a high performance sports environment where I can either be involved in the physical aspect of it, like being a I don't know, running coach or a yoga teacher, or the nutrition side of things. Those are two of my biggest interests. I toyed with the idea of being a chef once. I love cooking, I love food, but I don't love high pressure. And a professional kitchen is very high pressure, and I just don't think that would be for me. So now that I am hyped up on sugar and a little bit more gira, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you learned a little bit more about me. If you have any more questions, let me know in the comments below. If I didn't try one of your sweets, I'm hoping to do like a bakery version, like taste test in the future. So let me know in the comments below what I should get from the bakery so that I don't miss out on that. If I had to pick one, ooh, that's tough. I mean, this is truly, I can't, I need more of this in my life. It's so good. It's like a mixture between yogurt and cheese. The texture is like feta, but maybe softer. It's so good. It's so good. It's so fresh. So that, and then chocolate wise, I think the Nomeda or anyway, I love everything. I'll be eating it again. Probably gonna have cucumbers and honey as my new snack. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It really supports my channel. These are super fun to make. I like interacting with you guys in this way. I hope it's fun to hear what I think of these snacks, whether you've had them before or not. Let me know in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye.